Hey, so now that I know how to do screencasts, I thought I would show you guys how to do the Dog Breeds newsletter. If you've already done it, you don't have to go back and fix anything, but for those, which there are quite a few that haven't even started it, I thought I better make a little video to give you some guidance on how to do it. But again, I'm not going to be super picky on the grading because that was the first thing I gave you, and it was kind of hard to do it on your own without having me show you. So when you go to Canvas, you will see this typed up document. And I know a lot of people hate to read all these directions. So I thought I would just sum it up in a quick video for you. And I'll be using Google Docs since the majority of you do not have Microsoft Word installed on your computers at home. So yeah, let's begin. So in Google Docs, we're going to go to a blank one. And then always come up here and name it whatever I tell you in the instructions. Okay, because when I go to grade it, I go to my email and I search for dog breeds, and then all the ones that come up, those are the ones I grade. And yours will probably get passed by if you're naming it something different. Okay, and then even when it's just blank and you haven't even begun, I like you to share it right from the very beginning with me. So then when it's all done, you don't have to remember to turn it in by sharing it. It's just already shared. And plus, I can see how you're doing along the way. And if a lot of people are making the same mistakes, I can intervene and help you guys out. So I'm not going to send it to myself, but of course, you would hit send there. All right, so after you've shared it, then we're going to go into the format and down to columns. And don't choose two columns from right here because this one doesn't show a line between columns. And I kind of like the newsletters that have a line between columns. So the number of columns is 2. The space in between the two columns is 0.5 inches. That's just fine, so we'll leave it. And then click that box to have a line go between columns. Apply. Now you don't see a line yet. You do see that there's a column here and a column here where text can be typed down the page, but in the margins, it won't let you type anything, and in between the columns, it won't let you type anything. And that's good. That makes it a lot easier to read. Okay, so we have 2 columns set. What we want to do, as the instructions said, is just enter down. Act like you've typed all the text for column 1. And you notice when it ran out of space, it jumped up to column 2 and it added this line automatically. I'm going to go even further and keep entering till I'm down to page 2. Okay, now I'm going to backspace so I'm on page 1. That way I've used all the space on the page. I mean, it doesn't look like I have, but the entering fools the program into thinking that I have text there. So that allows me to put a picture of a dog over here, five different dogs to be exact. If you haven't made space for it by entering, it may or may not work. So that's why I have you do that. Okay, to speed up this little video, I have found my pictures. I'm going to right click copy. Actually, yeah, never mind. I'm going to right click copy, and then over here, I'm going to right click paste. And then I'll enter once or twice, and I'll go get my beagle, and I'll right click copy image, and then back here to paste. And then I would be putting 3 more in, but because you guys need 5 total, but I'm just trying to make a short video. So let's say we have our pictures on the right-hand column. Now in the left-hand column, we're going to write a short paragraph about each type of dog. So I would like you to change the size to 16 font. Okay, and then you can say boxers are medium to large size dogs. They have a kind of like a short muzzle. Their muzzle doesn't stick out like on a beagle's. They have a short muzzle They sometimes have droopy jowls. Jowls, is that how you spell it? Um, a lot of time their coloring is blended, gosh, which is known as brindle. They can be aggressive, but it all depends on how you train them. Okay, so you notice I just kind of made it up from my mind instead of looking it up. You don't have to do anything all formal. Let me just check the spelling of jowls. Okay, that looks better. So then what you're supposed to do is get your boxer picture and drag it over here. But you have to tell it what kind of text wrapping to use, how you want this picture to be placed in relation to the text around it. So if I right click, at least in Microsoft Word, that's how you do it. You can choose text wrap. Okay, maybe in Google Docs it's different. Probably image options. Here we go. Text wrapping. Okay, on your first paragraph, directions said to choose a square wrap text. Now, coming into Google Docs for the first time, or coming into the wrap options for the first time, you can see that it does not have square. So just choose a different one for each dog and then repeat a couple of them for the last two dogs. Don't worry that it doesn't have the ones it says on the instructions. Okay, but anyway, up here for the title, you're supposed to insert a word art. Let's find out together if there is word art in Google Docs. There must be, because I saw some of you had done it. But like I say, I am not really a Google Docs person. I prefer Microsoft Word. That was what I was trained in. And it has so many more options. It's not even funny. Anyways, I don't want to spend your time looking through all these. But if you find word art, write dog breeds. If you don't find word art, don't worry about it. Okay, but dog breeds will go right here. Dog breeds. And then you can put it in the center and make it bigger. But this part of it, I only want it to be, I want it to go across these two columns, not just be in column one. So what I can do is select this and change the number of columns to 1, which means it would spread it across both. Let's see if that works. Okay, so format columns 1. There we go. Okay, so then you're going to have 5 paragraphs with 5 different pictures of dogs. It did say to make the pictures 2 inches, about 2 inches. So if you go into size and rotation, just change the width to 2 inches or the height. Don't change them both. You'll notice as you change one of them, the other one is responding. So it's trying to preserve the aspect ratio so it doesn't distort the width or the height. So either on width or height, choose 2 inches. Okay. And the way I did that was I just clicked on the picture, my image options come up, and then in size I go to 2 inches. Okay, so hopefully that will fill up 2 columns doing those 5 little paragraphs. Don't stress about what you write in the paragraph. You can just say, this is a boxer, and you can kind of describe what it looks like, even if you've never dealt with a boxer before. Okay, hope that helps. Hope this video isn't too long, but I think that might clear some things up. Thank you, everybody.